Right now, a campus quarantine set to end while the mask mandate is extended. We're taking a look at where cases are rising the fastest in Wisconsin.
Plus, health officials urging we stay vigilant with pandemic precautions, what you can do to help slow the spread of the virus.
And it's our first full day of the fall season, but it continues to feel like summer. Big changes, though, in that extended forecast. All the details coming up.
This is News 3 Now this morning.
Good morning. Happy Wednesday, September 23rd. I'm Josh Sprider.
And I'm Leah Lynchon. Chris Stanford officially on paternity leave for the next 2 weeks. His family welcomed their 6th member, a baby boy, on Monday. We wanted to give you a first look. This is Benjamin Austin Stanford.
Oh, such a cutie. He was born Monday, weighing just over 8 pounds. Such a cutie.
I cannot get over this. So you might not know, Chris and his wife Amy are expert photographers. I mean, look at this beautiful picture. They do an incredible job. Chris sent along, you know, his state of mind, said they're doing really well. Amy is doing really well. He was just in awe of her courage and strength after this. He said he's excited to see Benjamin's full head of hair, if he takes after his father, that is. His beautiful, you know, iconic sweeping hair.
Yeah, the first baby boy. They've had 3 girls, so the first baby boy of the family, so exciting for them.
He thinks the 3 older girls are going to be great older siblings, so congrats to Chris and Amy. We're so happy for you. Hopefully they're getting a little bit of sleep over the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, Chris is going to be on paternity leave for another couple of weeks, but we're excited to get to know a little Benjamin a little bit more.
Oh, yeah. All right, 6:01 now, on to our top stories. Governor Evers says the statewide mask mandate will now run an extra 2 months to November 21st. It was set to expire next week. The governor cites an increase in cases across the state, especially on college campuses. He pleaded with students to stay home as much as possible, to wear masks, and to stop going to bars. Young adults are driving Wisconsin's rise in cases. 18 to 24-year-olds have a case rate 5 times higher than any other age group. 8 Wisconsin cities were listed among the top 20 cities in the country where COVID cases are rising the fastest. 6 of those cities have UW system campuses. These numbers come as UW-Madison's 2-week quarantine order for Celery and Whitty dorms comes to an end today. No word yet from the university if it will be extended.
Looking at the latest numbers from the UW this morning, there were only 19 new confirmed cases yesterday. The university says that's likely due to the fact that testing is conducted Monday through Friday and not over the weekend. Across the state as a whole, there have been more than 1,700 new cases confirmed in the last 24 hours. 73 more people have been hospitalized, and another 7 people have died. Wisconsin is back on Chicago's quarantine list this morning. The city announced the latest additions to its list this week, bringing the total number of affected states to 18 and Puerto Rico. To comply with Chicago's order, travelers must stay at home or another dwelling for 14 days except to seek medical care or be tested for COVID-19. That order also applying to city residents returning from a visit to a designated state.
We are asking our local experts why we're seeing a spike in cases despite the mask mandate that's been in place for a couple of months now. Dr. Jeff Pothoff at UW Health tells us he thinks Wisconsin is a hot spot because people are getting tired of these restrictions. They're not following public health guidelines as strictly as they did earlier on. He's also working to dispel some of those myths about mask wearing.
Now, I think you'll hear some people say that, you know, why would we extend the mask mandate? We have a mask mandate and cases have gone up. And to that, we say that, you know, correlation does not equal causation. When we do contact tracing and we talk to people who actually get COVID-19, guess what? They weren't wearing their masks and they weren't social distancing. So it's not the mask's fault. It's our behaviors that are driving the numbers.
So as we move into the fall season, he urges people to get your flu shots to keep from getting COVID and the flu at the same time.
The number of Americans who say they would get a vaccine for the coronavirus if it were available continues to go down. According to the latest numbers from the Pew Research Center, only 51% of Americans say they would get the vaccine today if available. Back in May, that number was 72%. Of those who say they would get the vaccine, only 21% said they would definitely get vaccinated. 30% say they probably would. 76% of respondents said side effects were one of their top concerns for why they would not get the vaccine.
President Trump continues to say that vaccine could be ready by Election Day, but there are reports that the FDA could announce tougher standards, making that unlikely. Sources say the goal is to be more transparent about the process, given widespread fear that politics are playing a role in making the vaccine available before it's ready.
6:04 right now. Let's turn to the forecast with meteorologist Hattie McLean. Some changes in that weather pattern after a really nice dry stretch, Hads.
Yeah, I wish we could hold on to this nice stretch of weather forever, but that is not the case. Take a look at the bigger picture across the region. We have a lot of cloudiness to the south and some rain sneaking up in southern parts of Missouri, just clipping the southern part of Illinois. That's the remnants of Beta. Now, we're not going to see any moisture from that system, but those clouds may lift a little bit further to the north and may be seen later on this afternoon in southern Wisconsin. Our next rainmaker, though, is this cold front, an area of low pressure off to our north and west. That system is going to slowly make its way across the northern plains, heading into Wisconsin for tomorrow. It'll provide just enough lift that we'll likely see some showers or even a few isolated thunderstorms. And our chances for rain start to increase and become a little bit more frequent as we go forward. Saturday, we have another chance for showers, maybe some isolated thunderstorms. Into next week, it looks more like a showery type of rain, on and off rain, windy, and then much cooler conditions associated with the clouds and the rain next week. For your future track precipitation going for Thursday into Friday morning, it is showing you generally pretty light precipitation amounts, with the exception of a few spots along the Wisconsin River Valley. If you do find yourself under a thunderstorm, some locally higher rain totals would definitely be possible. Now, here's a look at where we start this morning. We are in the 50s once again, a little cooler than yesterday. 52 here in Madison, 49 in Watertown right now, 49 in Lone Rock. Platteville, you're starting the day at 53 degrees. Not a bad start, though, for the end of September. Winds, if there is a wind this morning, from the southwest, but less than 10 miles an hour. Now, the winds are expected to stay light today. You'll see from the southwest all afternoon. Temperatures are going to warm pretty quickly, turning partly sunny today with a high of 79 degrees later on this afternoon. Let's try and time out those rain chances on Thursday. We'll start the future track model at 8:30 in the morning. Mostly cloudy skies, but pretty dry across southern Wisconsin. We'll likely stay dry through the lunch hour. It's afternoon that some showers and thunderstorms would be possible, scattered across the area with no severe weather expected tomorrow. Looks like that rain chance will come to an end then overnight. Here's a look at your extended forecast. We have temperatures that will stay in the 70s. Sunshine returns on Friday with a high of 78. We are going to stay in the 70s through the weekend. Still a chance for rain on Saturday, but we've taken it out of the Sunday forecast. Get that jacket and umbrella ready for next week, though. You need them both as we cool down.
All right, we've been warned. Thank you, Hattie. 6:07 now. Former New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg is paying fees to help ex-felons vote in the upcoming election. He's raised more than $16 million to pay the court fees and fines for thousands of Black and Hispanic voters in Florida. In 2018, the state restored voting rights to people with felony convictions, but a second law was later passed requiring former felons to pay all their outstanding debts, which include court fees. The money Bloomberg and his team raised will erase the debt of more than 30,000 ex-prisoners. Bloomberg has committed to spending at least $100 million to help his former opponent, Joe Biden, win Florida. Cindy McCain, the widow of longtime Republican Senator John McCain, says she's endorsing Joe Biden for president this morning. She offered her endorsement in a series of tweets, saying in part, "My husband John lived by a code, country first. We are Republicans, but Americans foremost. There's only one candidate in this race who stands up for our values as a nation, and that is Joe Biden." Coming up on CBS This Morning, we're going to hear more from Cindy McCain on her decision to back Biden in this election.
Happening tomorrow, Vice President Mike Pence will be back in Wisconsin. He is scheduled to visit Eau Claire on a bus tour. Pence will visit Midwest Manufacturing, where he will also speak. The vice president was last in Wisconsin last Monday for an event in Janesville. Right now, President Trump is planning to announce his new Supreme Court nominee Saturday afternoon. He says the High Court will need all 9 justices to decide on the legality of mail-in votes following the elections in November. CBS News reports Amy Coney Barrett is Trump's overwhelming favorite choice to replace the late Ruth Bader Ginsburg. The announcement is expected around 4 o'clock our time on Saturday.
Attorney General William Barr visited Milwaukee yesterday to provide an update on Operation Legend, a federal effort to crack down on violent crime across the country.
So far, countrywide, we've made 3,500 local, state, and federal arrests with more than 800 defendants charged with federal crimes. Here in Milwaukee, we have charged 47 defendants for federal crimes, including narcotics and serious firearm violations.
The Justice Department launched the operation in July in 6 cities as an effort to crack down on violent crime. Along with Milwaukee, Operation Legend also includes Detroit, Cleveland, Chicago, Kansas City, and Albuquerque.
Milwaukee Mayor Tom Barrett wants to cut 120 positions from his city's police force. Barrett pushed the idea at the latest city council meeting where he announced the 2021 budget proposal. It would also cut nearly $500,000 from the city's police department. About 1,800 officers are currently on Milwaukee's police force.
In Portland, Oregon, community leaders say they're prepared to protest against racism and police brutality for years to come. Newsweek reports the president of the city's NAACP chapter says that Portland has been chosen to lead the way in the fight against injustice. He says protests can take years to bring about change, and they're prepared to spend their time calling for justice, but they hope action will come sooner rather than later.
10 minutes past the hour, let's take a look at the roads this morning. If you're heading out across Dane County, things looking pretty good. Rock County, just a couple of slowdowns on Highway 14 between Evansville and Janesville this morning, but really no problems out there. Average speed on the interstate around 68 miles an hour as you head out the door. That's your first warn traffic. 6:10 coming up. The economy continues to struggle during the pandemic, but one industry is showing record-breaking signs of improvement.
And fall officially here. Meteorologist Aaron White joins us next for a look at a new season in southern Wisconsin. Stay with us.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is this weekend only. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only in the Exhibition Hall at the Alliant Energy Center, Madison.
Donald Trump is lying again. Joe Biden will not raise taxes on anyone making under $400,000. Biden will close tax loopholes for big corporations. Trump's tax cut giveaway exploded our debt, so he's threatening Social Security and Medicare. Biden will make the wealthy and big corporations pay their fair share, so we can protect Social Security and Medicare and invest in schools and health care.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. Just like you, I had problems sleeping. I tried every pillow out there and nothing worked. 15 years ago, I invented MyPillow. It took me 2 years to develop because I wanted to have everything you would ever want in a pillow. I made sure that you could adjust my patented fill so you could have the exact support you need as an individual, regardless of your sleep position. I also wanted a pillow that would last, so I made MyPillow machine washable and dryable. I back MyPillow with a 10-year warranty and a 60-day money-back guarantee. Not only that, I do all my own manufacturing in my home state of Minnesota.
I really like the fact that it was made in the USA. I think that USA products are a better quality product. I've tried a lot of other pillows and nothing's worked like MyPillow.
I'm interrupting this commercial right now to give you deep discounts, not just on my pillows, but also my mattress toppers, sheets, and so much more. For example, you can get body pillows regularly $89.99, now only $29.99, or MyPillow dog beds for as low as $19.99 with your promo code.
I used to think that sheets were just sheets. I got the Giza Dream sheets. They are the most comfortable sheets I've ever had.
The Go Anywhere pillow is so easy to just roll up and take anywhere I want to go.
Go Anywhere pillow is really comfortable, so that's what I really like. It's nice and supportive, and it's nice and small.
The MyPillow topper, for the first time, has enabled me to have a cool night's sleep. I'm able to go to bed and just get rest.
That's 3 inches of wonderful that's in the MyPillow mattress topper. It's just like a firm cloud.
MyPillow helps me get a good night's sleep so I can do my job in the morning.
Go to MyPillow.com to get deep discounts, not just on my pillows, but so much more. For example, you get body pillows regularly $89.99, now only $29.99, or MyPillow dog beds for as low as $19.99 with your promo code.
For the best night's sleep in the whole wide world, visit MyPillow.com.
Spas, spas, spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is this weekend only. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only in the Exhibition Hall at the Alliant Energy Center, Madison.
Welcome back. Breaking overnight, Madison police investigating reports of shots fired on the city's north side. It happened just before 10 last night near Wheeler Road and North Sherman Avenue. Police got multiple calls reporting the shots. At the scene, they found 3 shell casings. No property damage or injuries reported. That investigation is ongoing. Developing right now, a massive wildfire northeast of Los Angeles has grown to more than 109,000 acres. The Bobcat fire has been scorching through the Angeles National Forest since Labor Day weekend, forcing a series of evacuations, including some on Monday. This week, firefighters made a stand to protect the Mount Wilson Observatory, which was surrounded by flames at one point. That historic observatory is home to a reported $1 billion worth of communications infrastructure. The Bobcat fire, 17% contained this morning, according to CAL FIRE. It's one of 27 major fires still burning across that state.
After making landfall as a tropical storm, Beta is now a remnant low this morning. Most of the rain associated with the storm is north of its eye, which is causing flooded streets in Houston. Parts of Texas and Louisiana will continue to deal with heavy rain and a potential for flooding until the system weakens and moves eastward today.
6:15 right now, the first full day of fall. And of course, we're talking about fall colors. Aaron White's here this morning. Good morning, Aaron.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, we are starting to see some of those fall colors out there around Madison. Just a few trees here and there starting to change color. Some yellows and oranges showing up. I actually drove up to Devil's Lake yesterday and could see a little bit more on US Highway 12 as you get closer to Devil's Lake, Baraboo, and the Dells, seeing some more color. But across northern Wisconsin, that's where we're actually starting to see about 25 to 50% closer towards peak. In some of those northern counties. Here in southern Wisconsin, we still have a little ways to go until we get towards the peak. Northern Wisconsin, about this time into early October is when we see the peak of the colors. And then for southern Wisconsin, it's closer towards mid-October when that actually does happen. But we have seen some photos already sent in. A couple from Luke. These were taken up in northern Wisconsin in Vilas County. You can see a lot of yellows, oranges, and reds showing up there just across the lake, and also another one, some of the reds showing up here in Wisconsin. So if you have any photos, feel free to send them in. We definitely will show them over the course of the next several weeks as we are well into fall, and it's going to be feeling like it, not today. We actually have some clear skies and a great day, actually, if you want to go check out some of those fall photos or fall colors and stuff. Yeah, not bad.
Try your hand at fall photography if you want. We do have some of those trees turning color here in southern Wisconsin. I can vouch for the colors in the northern part of the state, though. Last weekend, some really nice color along the interstate heading north. Take a look at our Doppler track this morning. Satellite and radar plotted on this map this morning. You can see the rain from the remnants of Beta well to our south, but some of those clouds extending a little bit further to the north. We may pick up on some of the clouds from that remnant low later on this afternoon. Here's a look, though, closer look at Wisconsin. All is quiet right now. No rain in our forecast today. Temperatures are generally in the upper 40s and lower 50s this morning. Along the lakeshore in Milwaukee, it is a little warmer with 62 right now. 10 degrees warmer than we are here in Madison. I know my kids always ask, can I wear shorts today, Mom? Sure you can today. It feels like summer. Highs right around 80 degrees this afternoon. Definitely a short stay today with sunshine through most of the day. So there's your bus stop weather forecast. Coming up, we'll talk more about the big pattern change that we're going to be experiencing over the next several days here in southern Wisconsin. Next week is definitely going to look and feel more like fall.
Yeah, shorts at the bus stop. Are we going to be done with that, you think?
Probably not. You'll get some opportunities even into October.
This is Wisconsin. We wear shorts in November.
You can wear shorts year-round if you want, I guess.
Exactly. Addie, thank you. 6:18 now. Facebook says it could soon be ending its business in Europe if a ban on sharing data with the U.S. is enforced in Ireland. Facebook says the ban would leave them unable to operate if they can't access and share data. According to The Guardian, the possible ban comes after a European court ruling in July found insufficient safeguards against U.S. intelligence agencies. If that happens, all online entities owned by Facebook, including Instagram, would no longer operate in Europe. Facebook says this is not a threat. They're just saying what would happen if the ban is enacted. A deal to keep TikTok alive in the U.S. could come by the end of the week. Negotiators are working on an agreement that President Trump tentatively approved last weekend. Restrictions on TikTok downloads had been set to go into effect last Sunday, but they were delayed a week. If the parties finalize these national security conversations before Sunday evening, that ban will likely be averted.
Right now, the overall economy may be hurting this morning, but home sales going through the roof despite the coronavirus pandemic. They went up by more than 2% last month, reaching a 14-year high. Compared to August of last year, sales increased by more than 10%. Buyers are closing on new homes partly because of low interest rates. Homes are also getting more expensive, though, with the median home price reaching close to $311,000. That's up 11% over last year. The National Association of Realtors says sales will likely keep growing for the rest of the year, which could cause a shortage in affordable housing. Well, there are new regulations for cruising's return to U.S. waters. The new rules could allow cruises to start back up before the end of the year. The Cruise Lines International Association, which represents major global cruise lines, announced the new regulations for cruising in the Americas. The changes include universal mask wearing, physical distancing, coronavirus testing, and increasing fresh air into ventilation systems. Cruising out of U.S. ports is currently banned through a no-sale order from the CDC until at least October 31st.
Sad news for you. You love those cruises.
I do love cruising. It's going to be a little while before I get on one of those, but I do miss kind of that vacation. I think a lot of people missed out on spring break this year or any other summer vacation. So hopefully we can get back to that.
Indeed.
All right, still ahead for us on this Wednesday morning. More ways to express yourself online are coming to your phone. What emojis do you have to look forward to soon?
And coming up in our next half hour, several schools are making the switch to virtual learning, why some counties say the cases have been hard to keep track of because of parents. That's when News 3 Now This Morning continues.
Looking for the best brands, the best selection, all at the best prices? Then Denver Mattress has you covered. And during the 4-day super sale, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out the Summit Eurotop for only $299.99. Or take 10% off all Casper mattresses, any size, any model. Plus 6 years no interest and free shipping right to your door. Shop the best of the best at the best prices. Only at Denver Mattress. The easiest way to get the right mattress.
Working out? Not canceled. Catching up? Not canceled. Game night? Not canceled. Nap time? Not canceled. If new carpet would make you happier at home, we're here to help with standard carpet installation of just $75. Carpet one room or your whole house. And installation is only $75 while we celebrate our 75th anniversary. Coil Carpet One Floor and Home. Locally owned and operated since 1945.
Throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, Baca Enterprises is truly humbled and thankful to all of our employees, residents, families, and vendors for their patience and cooperation.
Our employees have gone above and beyond with sanitation efforts, altering their daily routines, all while spreading joy and happiness throughout our community.
As you look forward to the future, Beaver Dam Assisted Living will be here for you.
To provide a sense of security and to provide comfort by keeping you safe and healthy.
Together, we're moving forward to help you live life with confidence. Call today to schedule your tour.
If I'm your president, on day one, we'll implement the national strategy I've been laying out since March. We'll develop and deploy rapid tests with results available immediately. We'll make the medical supplies and protective equipment that our country needs. We'll make them here in America. We'll have a national mandate to wear masks, not as a burden, but as a patriotic duty to protect one another. In short, we'll do what we should have done from the very beginning. Our current president has failed in his most basic duty to the nation. He's failed to protect America. And my fellow Americans, that is unforgivable. As president, I'll make you a promise. I'll protect America. I will defend us from every attack, seen and unseen, always, without exception, every time. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
We're back.
We got our to-go food.
Oh, good. What a treat after a long week and no cleanup.
When you can't dine in, then get it to go and support our restaurants during Madison Magazine's Restaurant Week to Go. 2 weeks of fabulous to-go menus you'll love. Visit MadisonMagazine.com for details and menus. Restaurant Week to Go, sponsored by the Wisconsin Beef Council.
up to do.
Welcome back. Our annual Coats for Kids drive is underway. And every morning we're updating our coat count to show you how much of a difference your donations are making. So now we have more than 1,000 items.
Nice.
That's incredible.
Yeah, that was our goal by the end of the week, and it's only Wednesday, so keep that going. Yeah.
We picked up 250 donations yesterday. So we want to take a minute. Thank you for all of your donations so far. If you have donated, and if you haven't, there's still plenty of time to do so.
Hattie.
Yes.
We're going to call you out every day.
Every
oh my
day
goodness, poor Hattie.
Call me out. Yes, they are sitting in my garage right now.
Yeah, the Community Action Coalition says they're expecting a bigger need than usual this year, of course, with so many families having a hard time financially with this pandemic. Be sure to check your closets and drop off those coats, hats, and gloves at any Clinky Cleaners location. Hattie, you have until October 10th. The clock is ticking.
So I still have time.
There's still time.
To be fair, neither Josh nor I have donated any coats yet either. So all three of us need to pick it up.
I haven't even gone through my closet. I really need to do that.
Yeah, I have to go through my kids' coats again. I'm actually donating one coat that I used to wear on the air. One of my favorite green coats. So
there you go.
Ooh, there we go.
Love the sound of that.
You can get some of Hattie's style right there.
There you go. All right, well, let's talk about our forecast. You don't need a winter coat today. Definitely not. You don't even need a jacket at all. Temperatures are going to be so mild. We're dealing with a little bit of fog through the Wisconsin River Valley right now. That's for visibility back down to 1/4 mile in Lone Rock, still at 1/4 mile in Boscobel this morning. Here's a look at our temperatures early today. We're in the 50s in most areas. Mineral Point is at 55. It's actually 57 this morning in Monroe. 52 here in Madison. If you want to hit the links today, not a bad day to do it. Temperatures will already be in the 70s by lunchtime. Partly sunny skies this afternoon with highs reaching the upper 70s, very close to 80 degrees. Coming up, here's a look at that weekend forecast. We still have 70s. We're really pulling back on the rain chances, especially for Sunday. Now it looks like Sunday will be dry. There is a chance for some showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm on Saturday. It does start to turn a little cooler, though, after Sunday. So a great time to get outside through the weekend.
All right, Hattie, thank you. We have another half hour of news to go as we leave you with a live look outside. Beautiful start to this Wednesday. We thank you for watching. You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
The Golf Range and Suites of By10's Golfland provides safe fun. Golf range buckets and balls are sanitized after each use, and high-touch areas are regularly sanitized. Full grill and bar service is provided safely to your golf suite by wait staff. Try fun, easy-to-play top tracer games like Go Fish, only at By10's Golfland.
Lately, we've come to appreciate what home has to offer. Right now at Feldco, buy one window and you'll get one free, plus no interest for 1 year. That'll help keep your home and your family warm, safe, and comfortable all year long. That's something we've been providing for almost 50 years. Let Feldco get you ready for colder weather. Buy one window, get one free now.
Final days. Hurry. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Are you one of the 100 million Americans that suffer from chronic pain? Hi there, my name is Tim O'Brien, owner of The Healthy Place. I want you to know about an all-natural product called Cura Relief. With nutrients like boswellia and curcumin, it targets the root of your pain, inflammation. Most people feel a difference in less than 45 minutes. Stop the pain and the drugs naturally with Cura Relief. Stop by one of our 4 Madison-based locations or check us out online at findyourhealthyplace.com. The Healthy Place.
This simple toolkit assembled in Menominee Falls, Wisconsin will build U.S. Army barracks anywhere in the world. It can change lives too. Just ask Easton. He'll tell you how this job gave him an opportunity to serve the military, make a real difference, and reach his full potential. See for yourself how a career at IBVI changed Easton's life and see how it can change yours too at ibvican.org.
Replacing your windows with Renewal by Andersen is easy. We're here when you need us, and we'll work with you the way you want. We can inspect your windows from the exterior of your home. And when it's time to install your new windows, we complete most jobs in as little as 1 day, minimizing the amount of time in your home. Our teams take health and safety seriously. It's the kind of experience you've come to expect from the Renewal by Andersen name, and the promise you deserve with our signature service.
Come in today for Rubens' annual leather event. Rubens has received generous discounts from all our fine leather suppliers. Natuzzi, American Leather, and many other manufacturers have allowed Rubens to give you up to 10% off on all leather furniture. Rubens' downtown store and Westside store have many pieces that are available for immediate delivery. Remember, all interior design services are complimentary. Stop into either Rubens today for our leather event.
By 10's Golfland offers 3 award-winning 18-hole miniature golf courses, 2 outside and 1 inside, all open day and night. Have peace of mind. Miniature golf clubs and balls are sanitized after each use, and high-touch areas are regularly sanitized. Enjoy safe fun for everyone at By 10's Golfland.
Schools switching plans. Several districts in Wisconsin are going virtual. Some outbreaks tied to students coming in with confirmed cases of COVID-19. Where these cases are happening and why local health officials are having trouble tracking those students down.
This is News 3 Now This Morning.
Good morning, everyone, and it is a happy Wednesday out there. I'm Josh Spreiter.
And I'm Leah Lynchide. Our co-anchor, Chris Stanford, officially on paternity leave this morning. We told you yesterday he was the proud father to a new baby boy, and we wanted to bring you pictures as soon as we got them. He sent in this beautiful snapshot yesterday. What a cutie.
So precious. Yeah, his name is Benjamin Austin Stanford, born Monday, weighing just over 8 pounds. So precious.
Oh, can't you just, I mean, I almost could cry. My heart is so full for that family.
Perfect.
They had 3 girls, you know, and I think Chris was really proud to be a girl dad, but there's nothing quite like having a son, huh?
Now a family of 6, yeah. So he's going to be
busy folks.
Yeah, very busy. He's going to be off for the next couple of weeks as they transition to that home life again. I know the daughters are really looking forward to meeting their new brother, so this is just awesome news.
He'll probably be happy to get back to work and get back to somewhat of a sleep schedule, maybe.
I was going to say, yeah, you'd hope that he's sleeping in this morning, but I'm sure he's not.
Yeah. No, Chris wanted to pass along that Amy's doing well. He was just in awe of her courage and her strength, and he's expecting young Benjamin to have a full head of beautiful hair, much like his father with the iconic swoop. Yes.
We'll have him in the anchor chair soon.
Yeah, he'll have to come in. We'll have to meet him.
Congrats to that.
All right, over to our headlines on this Wednesday. Thousands of UW-Madison students could be allowed beyond their dorms today as UW's 2-week mandatory quarantine comes to an end. The quarantine order for students living in Celery and Whitty went into effect on September 9th at 10 p.m. Several hundred of those students opted to end their housing contracts or go home for the remainder of the quarantine. School officials haven't said anything about plans to extend it, but that is something, of course, we will be keeping an eye on today.
Students at 2 Janesville schools will be online for at least another week. The school district of Janesville extending virtual learning for Craig High School and Roosevelt Elementary School. Those closures started last Monday after several positive cases were reported. That district still isn't saying exactly how many cases prompted the outbreak and if any more have been identified since then. The original closures were set to end this Friday, but will now last until at least next Friday, October 2nd. The Fort Atkinson School District's 2,700 students will all go virtual today. Jefferson County is seeing a level of COVID activity, which the health department says should prompt school closures. But health guidance isn't the only thing influencing this decision. The State Journal reporting the district has seen a handful of positive COVID-19 cases, including 4 staff members. The district hasn't shared the exact number of positive cases. The earliest the students could go back into the classroom would be October 5th.
The Washington Ozaki health director says parents are sending their kids to school even after they test positive for COVID-19, and it's happened more than once. Our partners in Milwaukee report in one case, 2 students who were positive ended up forcing 3 classrooms to quarantine. When a known case is discovered and the contact tracing process starts, the health department says it isn't always given accurate information. The director there says parents have lied about who lives in their homes so kids don't have to quarantine. At least 26 different schools have active COVID-19 investigations right now following an outbreak.
Wisconsinites will be wearing masks for at least 2 more months. Governor Evers extending his mask mandate. The original order set to expire on Monday, but it'll now last until at least November 21st. On top of the mask mandate, the governor announcing a state of emergency for college campuses across Wisconsin. He says the recent spikes in Wisconsin have been tied to students back to school. The governor is pleading with students to stay home as much as possible, wear masks, and stop going to bars. State Republicans aren't happy about the mandate extension. Assembly Speaker Robin Vos says Evers is a lawless governor, and claims the extension is illegal. He says he expects there to be more court challenges to the extension. One Wisconsin senator thinks that would take too long and is offering an alternative. Whitewater's Steve Nass is asking Speaker Vos and Senate Majority Leader Scott Fitzgerald to bring the legislature back into session to try and vote down the mandate.
UW System President Tommy Thompson says testing is to blame for the rising case of numbers in Wisconsin. However, according to the World Health Organization, Wisconsin does not have adequate testing. Positivity rates would need to hover at or below 5%. Wisconsin's currently sitting at 17.5% over the past 2 weeks. When the rate is this high, researchers at Johns Hopkins say it means one or both of the following. The rate of the virus is increasing, or there isn't enough testing to accurately gauge the virus's spread.
Thompson says the university is creating a culture of responsibility with its students to try and slow the spread on UW campuses. But colleges across the state are contributing more than 3,000 new cases a day in the U.S. That's according to a new study from the University of North Carolina at Greensboro and Indiana University. Researchers have found significant increases in counties where colleges reopened for in-person instruction. The study didn't look into how many cases were brought to campus by students and how many were spread on campus.
Now, despite the pandemic, one UW campus is seeing record-breaking enrollment numbers for the fall semester. UW-Madison says this year's freshman class is the second biggest in history. More than 7,300 freshmen make up the class of 2024. They're only beat by last fall's freshman class of more than 7,500 students. Overall enrollment is up as well by about 200. Governor Evers is cutting the UW System's budget by $45 million this morning. It's part of the broader $300 million in cuts to several Wisconsin agencies because of the pandemic. These cuts are in addition to the $70 million in cuts the governor made for the previous budget year, which ended in June. This is also $50 million more than what was originally planned. Governor Evers had told agencies there would only be $250 million taken from the budget.
6:35 right now. Tropical storm Beta is now a remnant low this morning. It is stalling over Texas, bringing even more rain to an already flooded area. Take a look at this brand new video of the flooding we're seeing across Texas this morning. Parts of the Houston area have already seen up to 14 inches of rain. Beta hit the coast on Monday as a tropical storm and is slowly making its way inland at 8 miles per hour. Hattie McLean is here now tracking this for us. 8 miles an hour, not very fast, and dropping even more rain. I mean, a lot of that video is just crazy.
Amazing to look at some of those pictures coming out of Houston, especially. You mentioned 14 inches of rain. I cannot imagine receiving that much rain. But as Josh mentioned, it is a remnant low now. It's lost most of its tropical characteristics. So it's an area of low pressure with some rain and a little bit of wind associated with it. The main threats will be thudding. You can see that north and east of the center of that area of low pressure, that's where the heaviest rain is right now. The rain will be moving out of Texas and into Louisiana as we go through the day. And that's where we see the highest rain totals, anywhere from 2 to 4 inches from northern parts of Louisiana into Mississippi this morning and through the rest of the week. Lighter amounts right along the coastline. So still going to be a big rainmaker even as this storm continues to weaken. Now, we don't have a lot of rain in our forecast, but we do have a few chances coming up. Not today, though. 52 degrees. We have mostly clear skies. Again, a little hazy this morning as we watch that sun come up. Weather track showing you that we're not looking at any cloud cover in the area just yet. These clouds that you see lifting northward across parts of Iowa and Illinois, those are actually associated with the remnants of Beta. And they may get into southern Wisconsin later on this afternoon. But for the time being, skies are clear. Take a look at our temperatures this morning. Again, it's the end of September, but certainly doesn't feel like it outside. Our nighttime lows are in the 50s once again. 52 here in Madison this morning, 56 in the Dells, 57 in Monroe. Your future track forecast model shows you we'll stay dry through the day today. Look for a bit of cloud cover moving in for the afternoon, but temperatures top close to 80 later on this afternoon. It stays quiet tonight and then through the morning on Thursday. Here's Thursday at 6 o'clock. More clouds spreading in across the area, but through the lunch hour, most areas likely to stay dry. It's during the afternoon and evening that we see a chance for scattered showers and even a few thunderstorms. Here's a look at your extended forecast. We return to dry weather conditions on Friday with a high of 78 degrees. For the weekend, there is a chance for rain on Saturday. Sunday now looks dry and pretty nice with a high of 70. You'll need the umbrella and the jacket next week, though. Look at those high temperatures dropping into the 50s.
It has been nice at least to get outside and enjoy this weather while we've had it, Hads.
I agree. And you still have a few more days.
All right, good news. Thank you. Coming up on 6:39 this morning and breaking within the last 15 minutes, we're learning the family of one of the protesters shot and killed in Kenosha is filing a federal civil rights suit. It is being filed against Kyle Rittenhouse, Facebook, and militia groups. You'll remember Rittenhouse is the teen accused of killing 2 protesters and injuring another. That lawsuit says Rittenhouse and the militia members promoted attendance, violence, and imagery designed to threaten, intimidate, and harass. It includes several screenshots from social media from the defendants. Other plaintiffs include people allegedly harassed by militia members and a witness of the fatal shootings.
As the state investigates the death of a man in Monona following a police chase, his grieving family is demanding answers. The Department of Justice says the man was alone in his vehicle when a gun fired once and that officers did not fire their weapons. The death of 24-year-old Elliot Johnson has led to protests, but the state's largest police union says body camera from police will show officers did nothing wrong. Johnson's mother, Sarah, is asking investigators to be more open with her.
Either way it goes, it's going to still hurt because my son's not here. But if they can do the whole God, just please, then I think that would help us so much because we will feel like we got justice if they just be open about what happened to my child.
The Department of Justice says none of the responding officers shot their guns. They say Johnson's death is not known to be directly related to something an officer did. The DOJ says the investigation will take time, but it's necessary so investigators can ensure a just outcome. The Monona police chief is also asking for patience.
6:40 right now, and new this morning, we now know the topics that will be covered in the first presidential debate between President Trump and Joe Biden. Fox News anchor Chris Wallace will cover both Trump and Biden's records, the Supreme Court, the coronavirus pandemic, economic policy, racism, and the integrity of the election. Each topic will have 15 minutes of conversation. That first debate will be this coming Tuesday. Election integrity has been a concern for many heading into this election between concerns over mail-in voting and foreign interference. The FBI warning that foreign entities could spread disinformation about the results of the election. They want voters to be patient with the delayed results. Remember, we may not know the winner of the election for days or weeks after November 3rd because of the number of people expected to vote by mail. Several states are accepting ballots for days following the election as long as they're postmarked by Election Day. Wisconsin is one of those states.
All right, 6:41 now. Coming up after the break, a Wisconsin woman went to Culver's for some custard, left with an engagement ring. We'll tell you the story that has Wisconsinites talking this morning right after the break.
Your local Monk's Bar and Grill is open for dine-in guests and convenient takeout. Come visit Monk's and enjoy award-winning apps, burgers, and more while dining safely with us. Visit monksbarandgrill.com to order online and easily view our menus.
1, 2, 3, up! My baby don't mess around because she loves me so, and this I know for sure.
Right now, you can get $2,000 customer cash on a stylish new 2020 Toyota Camry or Camry Hybrid. Toyota, let's go places.
He has his grandfather's smile.
Her mother's eyes.
My cheekbones.
But will she have my diabetes?
My sickle cell anemia.
His father's heart disease.
Go to joinallofus.org to share your health information and speed up health research breakthroughs. The future of health begins with you.
Update your home's exterior with help from Menards. Check out our great selection of vinyl siding, including Timbercrest double 4-inch siding. It's 15% thicker than traditional vinyl siding. Get it for $5.99 per piece after 11% rebate. Complete the look with new Geldwin windows. Menards has over 140 in-stock sizes and styles of single-hung, double-hung, sliding, and casement windows. Save 11% on all Geldwin windows. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
It's the furniture sale you don't want to miss. It's A1 Furniture's Back and Better Than Ever sale. Save up to 40% store-wide. Living room sets, bedroom sets, dining room sets, all up to 40% off our already low prices. Plus, tax included on every purchase over $4.99. And that's not all. How about take 48 months to pay with no interest to qualified buyers? Most in-store items available for immediate pickup or delivery. Shop in-store or online at a1furniture.com. Don't miss the A1 Back and Better Than Ever sale. On now.
Take a break from cooking at home and order takeout from your local Monk's Bar and Grill. Monk's is offering curbside pickup takeout service for your safety and convenience during these difficult times. Visit monksbarandgrill.com for takeout menus and online ordering.
For more than 3 decades, we've collected coats for kids to help neighbors in need stay warm.
This year, the need is greater than ever, so please donate your gently used winter coats and accessories at any Clinky Cleaners.
They'll be cleaned and given to local kids and adults by the Community Action Coalition.
Catch News 3 Now and Magic 98 to learn what a difference your gift can make.
If ever there was a time to help, it's now. So join us for Coats for Kids.
Well, when you go to Culver's, everyone has their go-to order.
Okay, I asked you last hour. What's yours?
Mine's usually the chicken sandwich, and you got to get the fries and the custard, of course.
I like to get 2 kids' meals.
Really?
Butterburger, chicken fingers,
so you can get both
cheese curds, and 2 ice creams.
Look at you.
I'm a hungry girl. Well, engagement rings aren't normally on that menu, but Culver's made an exception for one Wisconsin couple. For the past 8 years, April Masterson and RJ Cerna have enjoyed going on Culver's dates. The two have been talking about getting engaged for a while, but they wanted to wait for the perfect moment. Well, that came on Saturday when April's family got together at Culver's to get some custard.
RJ asked April to stay in the car for a few minutes while he ran inside. When he came out, RJ walked her around to the front of the restaurant to surprise her. The sign marquee read, "April, will you marry me? Love, RJ."
Aww.
You can see him getting down on one knee there after the proposal. The entire family got custard. Culver's gave April and RJ some free concrete mixers on the house. And to make it even more Wisconsin, you can see RJ wearing a Packers jersey as he proposed.
So if they're getting married during these COVID times, parking lot of Culver's, catered by Culver's, Butterburgers, the whole 9 yards.
There you go.
What do you
I mean,
think?
you have to have it catered by Culver's.
You do.
Right? So then would you have like an ice cream cake? Is that how you do it?
Yes, absolutely. They have those in their freezers,
Do
don't
they really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do.
Or not. That's
Greg
awesome.
Culver, we got to give him a call, set this up.
Seriously, this would be an awesome wedding. So the story obviously going viral on Twitter this morning. Someone saw the picture of the proposal and tweeted this out. Now people are also chiming in. This is one of our favorites. Look at this. Chris Strasner says the flavor of the day is love.
Aww. Doesn't that just tug at your heartstrings?
This is so Wisconsin. You're actually kind of jealous about this proposal. You've been talking about it all morning.
Okay, so I have to say, Zach did a very Madisonian, very Wisconsinite proposal on Monona Bay when it was frozen with the Capitol in the background. But Culver's, can you really say no to Culver's?
I know how you like your Butterburgers. I think Zach missed out on an opportunity here.
Buddy, we could reenact it at Culver's with a Butterburger or 2.
Maybe they'll actually let them come up with a flavor of the day, like 1 year from that date.
Oh, that's a good idea, Hattie.
Cool idea.
Creative.
I love that. Perfect day for some ice cream. It's still feeling like summer out there. I know my apartment complex last night, they brought the ice cream truck in, and I'm thinking late September, you wouldn't think that it would still feel this warm.
And your pool's still open, isn't it?
Pool's still open, yeah.
It is a pool forecast again today. We have pretty nice weather expected. Just a little bit of fog this morning in the Wisconsin River Valley. Visibility down to 1/4 mile in Lone Rock and Boscobel. Otherwise, things looking pretty good this morning. Here's a look at our current temperature readings. 52 here in Madison, 56 in the Dells, 53 in Prairie du Chien. It's another pretty mild start to the day. Here's our Pet Walk forecast. Look at Tucker in Middleton, 78 degrees. Tucker will have a great time outside today with partly sunny skies. What a cute pooch. We will still be dealing with a little bit of that haze from the western wildfires. The smoke forecast still bringing that haze across most of the state through the day today. Coming up in just a few minutes, we'll detail that next chance for rain here in southern Wisconsin.
All right, Hattie, thank you very much. Stick around, folks. The morning sprint is coming up after the break.
Locos 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is this weekend only. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only in the Exhibition Hall at the Alliant Energy Center, Madison.
I've always had jobs centered on helping people, but now with a nursing degree from Herzing University, I've made it a career.
Having a job was one thing, but having a career, to me, that meant something completely different. With a little hard work and a degree from Herzing University, anything is possible.
I'm possible at Herzing.
Love getting prices that are lower than low on food that's fresher than fresh? With the Pick and Save app, you can get personalized coupons on top of weekly sales and rewards like fuel points, all for prices that are lower than the everyday low. So go ahead, get lower than low. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Home is dancing because no one's watching. Home is a reason to disturb the peace. Home is laughter. Home is where heads come to rest. A place to let go and a place to find again. At Stanley Steamer, we love home, and we know that a clean home is a healthy home. We're ready when you are.
Wisconsin is a home of workers. We know what needs to get done, and we do it. Yet, we've been hit hard, some harder than others. Our contact may be limited, but we still can lift each other up. The Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy providers are working together to help keep your heat and power on. You may not ask for it, but we want you to know we're here.
For our seniors, Social Security is a sacred obligation, a sacred promise made. The current president is threatening to break that promise. He's proposing to eliminate a tax that pays for almost half the Social Security without any way of making up for that lost revenue. I will not let that happen. If I'm your president, we're going to protect Social Security and Medicare. You have my word. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is this weekend only. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only in the Exhibition Hall at the Alliant Energy Center, Madison.
Book today and save at Needed Relief, Day Spa and Wellness.
6:51, time for the morning sprint.
Wisconsinites will be wearing masks for at least 2 more months. Governor Evers has extended his mask mandate this week. The original order was set to expire on Monday, but now it will last until at least November 21st. On top of the mandate, Governor Evers announced a state of emergency for college campuses across the state. He says recent spikes in Wisconsin have been tied to those campuses. Governor Evers is pleading with students to stay home as much as possible, wear masks, and stop going to bars.
Right now, Wisconsin is seeing a surge in cases, especially among young adults. Governor Evers said 18 to 24-year-olds have a case rate 5 times higher than any other age group. 8 Wisconsin cities are listed among the top 20 cities in the U.S. where COVID-19 cases are rising fastest. 6 of those cases have UW system campuses. UW system president Tommy Thompson claims Wisconsin's spike in cases is from robust testing.
UW-Madison is reporting a low number of new cases on campus after a weekend without testing. There are now more than 2,700 total cases on campus, the vast majority from students. Keeping those low testing numbers in mind, yesterday's daily positive percentage rate was 33%. The 7-day average is 5.7%. Thousands of UW-Madison students could be allowed beyond their dorms today as UW-Madison's 2-week mandatory quarantine comes to an end. The order for students living in Celery and Whitty went into effect on September 9th at 10 p.m. School officials haven't said anything about plans to extend it, but that is something we'll keep an eye on today.
The number of single-day hospitalizations from COVID-19 have nearly doubled since Monday. The state DHS says 73 more people have been hospitalized. More than 13% of yesterday's tests came back positive, dropping by more than 5 percentage points for Monday. There are now more than 104,000 confirmed lifetime cases in Wisconsin.
Every county but one in the state now has a high level of activity for COVID-19. Price County in northern Wisconsin is the only one with a medium activity level, but the county's key no longer offers a low activity level option. Wapaka is the only county seeing a downward trend in cases. It still has a high activity level, though.
Breaking within the last hour, Johnson & Johnson will start testing a single-shot coronavirus vaccine in 60,000 people. It is only single-shot vaccine in the U.S. and will be the fourth one to enter phase 3 trials here in the country.
The CDC advisory panel is delaying a vote on who should get a COVID vaccine first. That vote was supposed to happen yesterday, but the panel now wants to study the issue further. Frontline healthcare workers are expected to be the first in line, but there could only be up to 15 million doses available. That would only cover about 5% of the U.S. population. It's unclear who would be next in line, but kids aren't expected to get the vaccine before fall of 2021.
The Brewers are back in business, tying up their series against the Reds with a 3-2 win. Those 3 runs came late in the game, though. Tyrone Taylor's solo run was followed up by Orlando Arcia's sacrifice fly and then a go-ahead double from Eric Sogard. The season ended after last night's game. They'd be in the playoffs. They play again tonight at 5:40.
Official ceremonies to honor the late Ruth Bader Ginsburg will begin today. You're taking a live look at the Supreme Court, where her body will lie in repose until Thursday. Then on Friday, Ginsburg will become the first woman to lie in state at the U.S. Capitol. Her casket will be placed in National Statuary Hall for a formal ceremony. Lying in state is a tribute reserved for the most distinguished government officials and military officers.
Secretary of State Mike Pompeo will be in town today to give a speech at the Wisconsin State Capitol. That speech will be about foreign policy and will be delivered to lawmakers only. That event is closed to the public, but will be streamed online. Breaking news within the last hour, we've learned that Summit Credit Union is buying Associated Bank. The State Journal reports deposit accounts at the Monroe branch will transition to Summit early next year. Loans and other customer relationships will stay with Associated Bank. The Monroe location will be Summit's 46th branch.
A Madison suburb is considered to be one of the best places to live in the U.S. Sun Prairie comes in at number 40 on Money Magazine's list this morning. The magazine credits Sun Prairie's affordable home prices compared to other parts of Dane County and a healthy job market.
Congrats to them. 6:55. Let's take a look at the roads on a Wednesday morning. If you're heading out across town, the Sun Prairie area looking A-OK this morning. Just a couple of slowdowns along East Wash as you approach downtown. Park Street, also a few brake lights there, but the Beltline, if you're taking that this morning, off to a great start. That's your first warn traffic.
And your first warn weather, taking a peek at the sun now. Definitely haze in the atmosphere this morning. You see that red color of the sun early today as it comes up. Mostly clear skies, though, overhead. Temperatures are in the 50s right now, but we're headed to highs that are closer to 80 degrees this afternoon. It'll be a fast warm-up for us. Temperatures will already be in the 70s by lunchtime. Again, hazy sunshine through the day. A few more clouds rolling in late today into tonight. Those clouds are going to bring some rain, but not until Thursday. We'll likely stay dry through the morning hours. Chances for showers and even a few thunderstorms are possible through the afternoon and evening.
Have a great day, folks. We'll be back tomorrow.